Casual.
Chilling.
Like she was ordering coffee. Send the hit team tomorrow. He'll be at the lake house alone. The electric toothbrush hummed in my mouth. My hand froze mid-motion. I didn't flinch. My breath didn't catch. But inside, something broke clean in half. She never knew I used to be a sniper. And in that moment, she unknowingly signed her own death warrant. We were the kind of couple others envied. Picture perfect. All laughs and loyalty, smiles framed in glass and promises whispered in late-night stillness. I met her after leaving Black Ops, trading violence for peace, choosing a simpler life. She was warmth wrapped in ambition. Part real estate agent, part con artist. I built her a life out of muscle memory and nightmares. Bought her a lake house. Taught her to shoot just for fun. Shared everything, bank accounts, passwords, a joint will. My past. My scars. She never recoiled. Just smiled, kissed them, memorized them like a love letter written in flesh. But betrayal didn't walk in with a gun. It crept in like fog.
Soft. Silent. Deadly.
First, whispers in the mist. Her phone always angled away. The faint scent of someone else's cologne in my passenger seat. A dinner receipt from a luxury restaurant dated the night I was away at a Veterans Memorial. Still, I said nothing. Not because I was blind, because I needed more. I watched. She forgot I was trained to find patterns in chaos. That I read lips before I read intentions. That I never missed a target, not even one hiding behind a wedding band. The moment I disconnected was quiet, like the breath before a sniper's pull. She stood in the garden, laughing into her phone. I heard her mention insurance clearing in a week. That was the final click. Not the affair. Not even the murder plot. It was how she planned it like a business transaction. My death had a timeline. A payout. A partner. I didn't scream. Didn't cry. Just stared at the hydrangeas she was pruning and began calculating wind speeds. The plan formed like a sniper's checklist. Precise, methodical, inevitable. Step 1. I acted vulnerable. Told her I was feeling drained lately. Said I might spend a few days at the lake house. Alone. Without my phone, just to unplug. She kissed my cheek too fast, too eagerly. She was ready. Step 2. I scrubbed the lake house clean of all trace of myself after 6 p.m. that Thursday. Instead, I set a trap. 2 hidden cameras. One triggered a non-lethal gas release in the garage, enough to knock out amateurs for half an hour. Step 3. Updated my will. Digitally signed. Transferred every asset to a military orphanage fund. Left her with nothing. Not a cent. Step 4. I tracked her burner phones. Took screenshots, dated and time-stamped. Sent everything to a private attorney with strict instructions. Released to authorities if I went missing or turned up dead. I'd worked in shadows my whole life. I knew exactly what light to shine and when to blind the enemy. When they came that night, I was 20 yards out, flat in the dirt, cloaked in ghillie mesh. 2 men. Untrained. Heavy footsteps. One held a Glock like it was a TV prop. The other had a knife strapped sideways, straight out of a B-movie. They opened the garage door.
Boom.
Gas flooded the room. Their bodies dropped. Twitching. Then still. I waited 15 minutes. Then moved in. Gloved up. Took their phones. Snapped their photos. One had a message. Send proof when it's done. Use the Rolex on his wrist. My Rolex. She planned to use my timepiece to timestamp my death. Poetic. I didn't kill them. That would have been too kind. Instead, I mailed all the evidence. Texts, photos, serial numbers, to a trusted contact still inside the intelligence community. They were part of a known contract-for-hire ring. My report triggered red flags in 3 states. The feds moved fast. By morning, the 2 were in custody. By afternoon, they were singing. And by evening, I was sitting across from her, at our dinner table, sipping wine.
You look tired, she said.
The lake house help. I smiled. Very much so. I got clarity out there. She leaned forward, eyes soft. You know you mean everything to me. I leaned closer. Do I? She flinched. Just a second. Too quick for amateurs to catch, too loud for me to miss. I slid an envelope across the table. Inside, printouts of her burner messages. Photos of her with a man she thought was cleaning up her mess. The Rolex. The revised will. A formal notice from the law firm. They'll raid that tonight, I said. She opened her mouth, maybe to lie, maybe to beg. I didn't care. I stood, walked to the door. Oh, and by the way, I added over my shoulder. The hitmen? They're in custody. They talked. You'll hear the sirens in 4 minutes. I left her there, wine still breathing in her glass. She took everything but my skill, my silence, my patience. And in the end, that's what destroyed her. They say revenge is best served cold.
No.
Revenge is best served calculated, like a sniper's bullet. You never even hear it coming.